Hey, it's Jennifer from Happiness is Homemade For, and welcome to my channel. Okay, today we are going to do a strawberry tiered tray using everything from Dollar Tree, including the tiered tray we made using everything from Dollar Tree. If you have not seen how we made this tiered tray, I will link it down in the description and then maybe at the end of the video too. But yeah, so everything is from Dollar Tree. So we are gonna do some strawberry tiered tray decor today, and then we're gonna decorate this tiered tray using everything that we make. So for starters, we made these little marshmallows. So these are the little marshmallows we used using everything from Dollar Tree. And then we made, in a separate video, we made the little strawberry toppers, like the little hat to go on it, which is so adorable and I love it. So once again, if you did not see the videos where we made these, I will link it down below for you. The strawberry little hats, we did strawberry, a lemon, and a beehive. So that is one video I will link down for you. And then the marshmallows is in the same video as the tiered tray. So I will definitely link these for you. But they're so cute and they are so much fun to decorate with. Okay, so if you have the ceramic marshmallows, like I do too, this is like what started my obsession with marshmallows. This was a 4-pack. You got 4 marshmallows of these ceramics from Amazon. I bought them when they were $20. I know they were on sale like a week ago for like $16, but I will try to link these down below for you from Amazon. So if you have little ceramic ones, you can use these. And I made sure that these hats also fit the ceramic ones. So look how cute. I love it. Like I said, these are so much fun to decorate with, especially if you love tiered trays as much as I do. But today we're going with Dollar Tree. So, okay, so I have like several different ideas that we're gonna do. We're gonna have fun with this. And I know not every Dollar Tree is the same. Some stores get more than others, which I don't understand it. So I'm gonna, So I'm gonna give you options. So maybe if you can't find one thing, that you can try using this. So I'll just kind of give you ideas as we're going. So everything's gonna be from Dollar Tree except for the strawberries. Now the strawberries, you get this big bag. Look at this bag full of beautiful strawberries. This is from Hobby Lobby. This big bag is $6.99, but it's on sale for 50% off. So for $3.50, you can get this big bag of strawberries, and I'm gonna show you how realistic and great these strawberries are. Okay, and get closer. Look at that strawberry. Look how pretty. Look at the stem, the greenery, like the leaves. Look at that. And you get like a few different sizes. So I am gonna be using these strawberries for my tiered tray. But I have an option for you that is Dollar Tree. Okay, so the Dollar Tree option is this bag of candy. It's strawberry flavored candy. And look at it. Okay, I'm gonna open this up. Okay, look at this candy. Look at that. Look at it, it looks like a strawberry. It's red, it has like little yellow seeds. It's got the little green like topper to it. So I'm gonna use my Hobby Lobby strawberries, but I'm also gonna show you using the Dollar Tree candy. My Dollar Tree had a big old box full of these, and if you can't find it at Dollar Tree, your grocery store, Walmart, I mean Dollar General, they probably all have this strawberry candy because it's nothing new. I mean, I've seen these before. So, all right. Okay, so for starters, we are gonna use 2 of the little crates from Dollar Tree. We're gonna use the one that's closed, and then we're also gonna use this one that has like the open slats. I'm gonna stain this one, and we're gonna paint this one. So first off, we'll do this one right here. And all I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take brown paint. I'm gonna take Burnt Umber. It's Apple Barrel 50-cent paint from Walmart. So I'm gonna take this right here. I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of water. I'm gonna brush it on, and I'm just gonna take like a paper towel, an old rag, whatever you have, and I'm gonna kind of wipe it off as I go. And that's gonna do a stain for me versus having to go buy, you know, a big can of stain. I can just use this. So, Okay, so I'm just gonna take a little old plate that I always have. I'm gonna shake up this brown. Okay, I'm just gonna squirt some brown right here on this plate. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit of water and just kind of add it to it. Okay, so just pour you a little bit of water, and then I'm just gonna take just a sponge brush from Dollar Tree. Okay, just gonna kind of mix it all together, get it nice and watery. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this crate and I'm just going to brush it on there, just back and forth. It does not have to be perfect because I want it to be kind of like a rustic, you know, distressed wooden crate. Okay, so I have that on there. Now I'm just gonna take this napkin and I'm just going to now rub what I just painted on. I'm gonna like rub it off. And I love it because it brings out like the wood. See that? See all that right there? I love all that. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep doing this. Like I said, brown paint, some water. I'm just gonna brush this on here. Just kind of go all over. Okay, like I said, it does not have to be perfect because I want it to be, you know, rustic, like an old farm crate. Okay. And I'm just gonna paint it on and then rub it off. See, it is so pretty. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep doing this right here. Okay, so just make sure that you kind of get in between the cracks and everything too, in the splits. That way everything kind of blends in together. Like I said, I'm gonna do my final wipe off. And then look how pretty that is. Look at this stain that it puts on there. So, okay, so this looks so good. We're gonna set this to the side and let this dry. But hold on to your brush because we're gonna make some rolling pins using the handle. So, all right, I'm gonna set that over here. Now we're gonna move on to our other crate, and this is gonna become our book stack. So if you've done like some other tier tray videos with me in the past, you know, we did this for Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day. Well, now we're gonna do it for strawberries. So I'm gonna take this and I am gonna do red and white. Once again, apple barrel paint. This is bright red, it's the only red I have, and then just white. So this little one, like I said, is 50 cents, and this one, because it's really big, was like $2. I'm gonna take Riley's Avengers and mats that I always paint on. On mine, I'm gonna do red, white, red. I thought about doing like red and green, but I'm gonna save that for a watermelon tier tray. So, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do my white first. So I'm just gonna do white right in the center. Okay, so I have these little paint palettes from Dollar Tree. You get 6 in here. So I'm just gonna use one of these and squirt me some white paint in here. Okay, so I just put a little of the white paint in my little palette. Once again, a Dollar Tree foam brush. I'm just gonna paint the center right here. And once again, it does not have to be a perfect paint job because I like the rugged, I say rugged, I like the distressed look to it. I don't want it to be like perfect brand new looking. Instead, just paint it really quick, just white. Once again, take this, paint that white. Okay, so I've got that painted white on both sides. Now, on this side, I'm also gonna do like a strip of white and hopefully I can kind of get it to match up. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, just because you'll see some of mine on the side, I'm just gonna kind of paint me a little line going across. Trying to match up with the one that I already have with the other lines. Yeah. You see that? Y'all, I can't do anything straight. Everything I do is crooked and lopsided. So, but that's okay. So once again, I'm just gonna put a little white over here. Just, like I said, does not have to be perfect. Now, if you want, you can like measure it out. You can like tape it off, but I'm gonna take red all the way across the top. Then I'm gonna do the top and the bottom also red. Okay, now this is bright red. Like I said, it's the only red I have. I kind of wish that I had something a little bit like deeper, like a deeper shade of red, but I don't. So that's okay. Just remember, you don't always have to like run out and buy something. You know, just use what you have at home and just make it work. Okay. That is a bright red. You know what? I'm gonna try adding a little bit of this burnt umber to my red paint. Just a tad, just a little drop, just a little dribble, and see if I can maybe adjust the color of this paint. That way it's not so red. Let's see, okay. So I just put that little drop in there, and I'm just gonna mix it together. And let's see what that did. I'm gonna go right over top of this red. All right, it calmed it down a little bit. It's still red. It's not as like fire engine red, but it, so all right, now I'm gonna paint. Of course, I'm gonna paint the sides, and I'm gonna try not to mix it into my white. And this is just painting. You know, I know you don't need to see like close up of how I'm painting, but once we kind of get into like the more detailed stuff, I'll adjust the camera, that way you can see everything. But I figure, you know, just painting, we can just kind of sit here and chit chat together. So I thought about doing just a white book stack, but solid white onto a solid white tray, I kind of thought I would do like, you know, a pop of color. Okay, so we got that right there. And I'm also gonna do the bottom. And then I'll have to take something fine and go in between. Once again. But do you see? It looks like you have 3 books stacked on top of each other. Y'all, I painted this and I don't even know if I like it. Oh well, we're just gonna keep going with it. So we'll see what we can come up with. But once again, now I'm gonna paint this other side the exact same way. Do you ever do that? Do you like, you have an idea and then you start to do it and you're like, I don't like that. That don't look good. Yeah, that's pretty much me. Bailey, which is my little dog, is in there on top of the couch by the window snoring. I can hear her all the way in here snoring. And she's a pug zoo, so she's part pug, part shih tzu. So she's got like that smashed little pug face. So it's like her nose is so like smashed that she snores a lot. But she's so if you haven't seen her like up close, she's hairy and fuzzy. She's furry and fuzzy like a shih tzu. So she has long hair. Okay, this is what we have so far. I don't know if I like it. We're gonna kind of roll with it, but yeah, I don't know if I like that. Now I'm gonna take a fine paintbrush that I have, and I'm gonna try to go in between these little creases just to kind of add some paint, some little color to that. If you wanted, you could take like black or brown. That way, you know, maybe it looks like pages or something. This would be really cute when we do our 4th of July. I can't talk. When we do our 4th of July tiered trays, we'll probably do like a red, white, and blue or something. So when you're in Dollar Tree and you see these crates, grab some because they're perfect for doing book stacks. Like I said, we're gonna do like a watermelon tiered tray. So we'll do some of these. 4th of July, and actually not even 4th of July. I decorate all summer patriotic, you know. Red, white, and blue to me is just patriotic, summer. Summer reminds me of like, you know, of flags, and so if you see some of these, grab you a couple of them. Okay, so we are not done with this, but while I'm gonna kind of let this sit aside and dry, and then we're gonna move on to something else, and then we'll come back to this one. So, okay. Now we're gonna move on to this little sign from Dollar Tree. Now, if you cannot find these right here, they have like the towels, use any of the little boxes, like any of these little shadow box frames, whatever, that you can find at Dollar Tree. Use any of them, and you probably have some around your house from ones you bought in the past. So I'm gonna use this one. It has this on here, and this is like the towel, and it keeps wanting to fall out. Okay, so for this right here, we are going to use this card. Have you seen this card at Dollar Tree? It's in the Mother's Day section, but it says Grandma on it. It says, "For Grandma, I love you very much." It's just a really cute card, but look at all these strawberries on it. As soon as I saw this card, I had to have it because of all those strawberries, and there's some on the back too. And I hate like taking a card away from someone, but there was a stack of these grandma cards. So Mother's Day is this weekend. So if you see this video and you want to do it, go look for this card. And I just found this and I love it. So my thought is, I'm gonna take this towel because it's what goes in here. I think I'm gonna try and use this "I love you" right here with the strawberries. Okay, so I am now gonna adjust the camera. That way you can see everything. So, okay. Yes, look at all of these wonderful strawberries. Like I said, there's more in the back too. So, you could very easily just cut you out strawberries and put it on whatever you want. There's some in the back. Make sure you could cut those out too. You could just stick that on there. I am just gonna cut these strawberries out and we're gonna do something with these. So I'm just going to cut these out. Okay, so I just decided to cut these out because the ideal I had didn't work out, and that's okay. I mean, that's crafting. But we still have all these strawberries that, you know, we could use for something else. Okay, so I'm gonna use the back side of this card. I'm just gonna lay this towel on here. I'm going to trace this out. I'm just gonna start up here at the top. Yeah, I'm just gonna lay that right there. It fits like perfect. I'm just gonna take my ink pen and just draw me a little line. Just trace along that so I know where to cut. I'll take these scissors. And this I'm gonna put over top of here to cover that up. Okay. Look at that. And then you put this back in. You get the little strawberry sign. And we can add something right here to it. So I'm just gonna take some of these black Dollar Tree stickers. I'm gonna pop this back out of here so it's kind of easy to work with. You know what? I think I may try to do like Farm Fresh, but I just only have so much room. So I'm just gonna try using these stickers and just kind of putting them on here and see what I can come up with. And I'm just gonna kind of like sit them on here without like really rubbing it on. That way if I need to move it around, I can. Okay, just kind of pop that little thing out there. And then try to line it up as best as you can. You can always draw your little line. Y'all, I'm telling you, is my hand shake? I can't do anything straight, but it's okay because it would be really cute. Let's see. Okay, so let's make sure I got these on here really well. Now you can always Mod Podge. Once you get it exactly how you want it, you can just put like a layer of Mod Podge. That way your letters don't take a chance of coming off. But I'm gonna stick this back in here. See what that looks like. Look how cute. All right, I'm gonna put this back on. I'm gonna pop that back on there. And look at that, you got Farm Fresh. All right, and you can make this say whatever you want. You don't have to do like the Farm Fresh. You could do sweet, you could do ripe. Like I said, you could do like 25 cents a pound. That is so cute. All right, so now that we have this, I am gonna take some of this Dollar Tree gingham ribbon. They have green and white, they have red and white, they have black and white. But I thought maybe trying this green and white, and what we're gonna do is just kind of put it over here like on the side. And then I'm just gonna tie, kind of get it adjusted. And I'm gonna take it up here and I'm gonna tie me a bow, just like I'm tying my shoes. Just kind of pull that and put my finger there to kind of hold it. And I'm gonna tie this, you know, just like I said, like I'm tying my shoe. And then let's see what that looks like. Okay, so I got that tied. I'm just gonna cut that. I'm gonna trim this one right here. Just kind of cut a little angle. And it kind of gives it that little like farmhouse look. Now I think that's really cute. If you don't like the bow, don't worry about it. You don't have to put it on there. But like I said, they also have black and white and red and white. But I just think that adds a little something to it. So, all right, we're done with this one. That is just so cute. And like I said, if you want, you can Mod Podge your letters on there. I just have mine just stuck on there for now. But yeah, if you want to make it more of a permanent toad, just like put you some Mod Podge on there. But I love that. All right, so we got this. Okay, so now that we have our little book stack painted, and y'all, I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like all the red and the white. I may end up painting mine all white. But for the meantime, let's try to see. I'm gonna take this sanding block. This is from Dollar Tree. You can take sandpaper, you can take a fingernail file, whatever you have. But I'm just gonna try like distress it a little bit to see if maybe I can like it a little bit better. Just kind of going along the sides and all the edges. Really doing like the corners too. Okay, I'm kind of liking that better. So I'm kind of like sanding off some of this red. Can you see that? Because it just seems so bright. Let's see. And I was even mixing some brown with it. So if you do this, I don't recommend using the bright red. Okay, so that kind of helped. It's not so like bright now. So what I'm gonna do is, on this, I think I'm gonna do, okay, so I think I'm gonna do fresh. So I'm gonna start with my F over here. I'm gonna start over on this side. And then just spell out, like I said, the word fresh. Okay, so we got fresh right there. Now you see fresh, I mean, I don't know if I can get strawberries on there. Okay, I think I'm just gonna put picked on here. Let's see. Like I said, you can make yours say whatever you want. I kind of just start over this way just a little bit, kind of like off-centered some. Make sure you get it on there straight. All right, we have fresh picked. Okay, and then once you get that on there, and if you love it and you're happy with it, you can Mod Podge right over top of it. Okay, so now, once again, I'm gonna take some of this green gingham and I'm going to tie me a bow on the top. Okay, and then once again, I'm just gonna tie a basic bow just like I'm tying my shoes. You could also do twine. If you don't want to do the gingham, you could do some twine on here. That'd be really good too. Okay, I'm just gonna cut that off. Trim that side up. Okay, now look how cute that looks. Okay, you got your red and the white, the black, and then you got your little green gingham. Now, if you wanted, you could always paint your letters white. Several people, and thank you so much, told me that you can always paint the Dollar Tree stickers like a different color. So if you wanted, you could paint these white. Okay, so now that we have our cute little book stack, love it, that is really cute. So I'm telling you, this bright red for me was just too bright. But once I sanded it and distressed it, it really helped it. So I like it a lot better. So we got that right there. Our cute little sign that we just made together. I don't know if there's a glare. Our cute little sign. And then of course we stained up our crate. I didn't do the bottom, but that's okay. I did everywhere else, I just didn't do the bottom. But we have our cute little crate. And of course, like I said, the little strawberry, little topper and marshmallow that we made in a different video. But so cute. Like I said, I will link this down below for you. Okay, now we're going to make the mini rolling pins using the foam paintbrushes from Dollar Tree. So all you have to do is just grab a hold of the foam and then just pull it off the handle. It's that easy. So I'm going to pull both of these off. Okay. And then you're left with these little wood little handles that look like rolling pins. And then, so if you saw any of my other videos where we made like the mini rolling pins, we used these beads from Dollar Tree. It also comes like yellow and purple, But this red and green, as is perfect for our strawberries. So this is, I'll show you these. They're like this oval, and it's in the Crafter Square section. See these beads? And you get a bunch of them. Like, we've already made several different rolling pins together. So in the past, we painted these white. Like, we painted them white, and then for St. Patrick's Day, I think I did green, and then I also did like scrapbook paper. But on this, I love the color of that. Look how dark that one is right there. I think I'm gonna leave this one natural. And then another, I'm just gonna paint it white. So once again, I'm just gonna take my white apple barrel paint from Walmart. Dollar Tree sells paint. So wherever your paint's from, just use it. Like that. And I'm just gonna use the handle that just popped off here, the foam brush. I'm just gonna dip it in here, and I'm gonna hold this, and I'm just gonna paint this really quick. And once again, for me, it doesn't have to be like a perfect paint job because I love the distressed look. So I'm just gonna paint this on here, just using this little piece right here that has popped off. I probably could have done like a cleaner way of doing this instead of getting paint all over my fingers, but that's okay. That's part of crafting, is getting messy. Now I think last time that I glued the handles on first, and I used the handles to hold it and paint it. Okay, so I got that just like that. While that's drying, I'm gonna go ahead and work on this one. So I'm gonna adjust you so you can see exactly what to do. Okay, so on this one, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the green little handles. I'm gonna use the little green. So all you have to do is take your hot glue gun, okay? Just put you a little dab of hot glue right in the center of the little handle, little paintbrush. Now take the little bead and just hold pressure. Make sure you get it nice and centered, and then just hold pressure until it dries. Okay, look at that. Okay, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. And this, on this end, because it's where the paintbrush was, sometimes you have to do like extra glue because it kind of falls down into that hole, which is okay. Just keep squeezing until it comes out. All right, so just like that. And once again, I'm gonna stick my handle right in the center, just right over top of that little hole. It doesn't matter. And once again, I'm just gonna hold this until that dries. Thank goodness hot glue dries fast. But look how cute. You have a mini rolling pin. Love it. And like I said, I love the color of this handle. Normally I paint them, but I love that color. So I'm leaving this one alone. Okay, so for the white one, I'm gonna use the red little beads. Once again, same thing. I'm gonna put hot glue right into the center of my handle. Okay, and then I'm just gonna push that right down in that hot glue. And I'm just gonna let that dry. See, and it's so quick. All right, same thing. Once again, there's that hole. I just need it like right here in the center. So I'm just gonna kind of keep squeezing until I get my glue. Okay. And you don't need a lot of glue. But once again, make sure that's kind of straight on. I'm just gonna hold that down and let that glue dry. Okay. Look, all right. Look how cute these are gonna be together. On this one, we're gonna put some stickers. Okay, so once again, I'm gonna use these Dollar Tree stickers, and I'm gonna spell out the word sweet, but I'm gonna go backwards, starting with the T. Okay. You could also do the green. I think the green stickers would be really good too. But okay, so just gonna stick that on there. So there's my T. Like I said, I'm gonna spell and go backwards. So the hardest thing is just making sure that you're spelling backwards correctly. But they're stickers, so that's okay. You can like easily adjust. Okay, so my last letter is the S. Make sure I get that on there, right? Okay, and then I found this word search at Dollar Tree. Look at those strawberries. Look at all those little strawberries. And what I did is I just took some scissors just to kind of see, and I just cut out this little bitty strawberry from the back corner. I just took my scissors and cut that out, and now I'm thinking about Mod Podging it right here with that. So if you go to Dollar Tree, look for these little word searches too, which I love doing these because these are great for my head. But yeah, but look at all the strawberries. So I'm gonna take some Dollar Tree Mod Podge, which any Mod Podge you have at home, and I'm gonna squirt this on here. Just gonna put it on there. It'll keep my letters on there too. So I'll seal my letters, and I'm gonna put a bunch right here up at this handle. And I'm gonna lay this little strawberry that I just cut out and kind of see if I can get this to stay. So I'm gonna try this and see if it'll stay. You know what, that top doesn't want to stay. So I'm gonna take a little bit. Y'all, I'm the queen of like rigging stuff. Put a little hot glue on the back of this sticker or this little strawberry. Just a little hot glue, just kind of like rub it right there. And I'm gonna push that on there. See if I can get that to stay without gluing my finger to it. Yep, all right, Mod Podge does not wanna work on this. I'm just gonna do a little hot glue. Just lightly trying to like get some to come out of there without burning yourself, and then push that on there. Like I said, be careful, do not burn yourself. Okay, so look, so I had to like hot glue mine to stay on there, but I got that little strawberry on there now. And then we have this one right here. We're gonna put these two together onto the tier tray. Okay, so I think I'm gonna add this red and white. This is from the Valentine's Day at Dollar Tree. Like I said, they have the red and white gingham all year. I think I'm gonna add this onto this one right here and kind of see what that looks like. So I'm just gonna, once again, I'm just gonna tie a little bow onto this to see if it adds something to it. Okay, so I just had this little red and white little gingham ribbon on here. Just kind of see if we like it. Just, you know, once again, it's tied like a basic little bow. So kind of leave this on here for a few minutes, kind of play with it, and if it doesn't look right, I'll take it off. Okay, but let's decorate our tier tray. All right, so our little book stack will stick right up here on the top. Our little strawberry, little marshmallow strawberry that we made, put that up here. Okay. Thinking about doing the little rolling pins, just like right here on the top. I will adjust you so you can see everything. And especially like when we're done, I'll always give you like a close-up. So, all right, so we got that for right there. All right, we're gonna take our little wooden crate that we just stained together. Put that right there. We're gonna take our cute little sign that we just made. Put that one right there. Good. Oh, that's looking good. All right, now we are gonna take our strawberries. Like I said, this was $6.99, Hobby Lobby, 50% off, $3.50. All this week, the week of, what is this week? Like May 3rd, all the way through until close Saturday, these are 50% off. But their sale is every other week. So if you miss this week, it won't be next week, but the week after will be 50% off. So we are gonna take our little crate and add some of these strawberries to the crate. Now what I'm gonna do is, because I don't wanna use like all of my strawberries in here, I'm gonna take some of this decorative shred. You can take a paper towel, whatever you want, and I'm just gonna fill up kind of the bottom so I don't have to use so many strawberries. Okay, so I'm gonna take some of this. I chose this color because it kind of matches my stain. Not completely, but it's not as obvious as if I put like a bunch of white down inside of it. But really, I just want to put some down in there to take up some of the space. Now, I will put my strawberries into here. Okay, look at that pop of red. I love it. Look at all of that. Oh, y'all, I'm telling you, these strawberries are so good from Hobby Lobby. Okay, look how pretty that is with those strawberries. Now, we are gonna take some of these flowers. These are from Dollar Tree. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop off these little white ones and kind of stick them in with the strawberries. Just carefully just kind of grab a hold of them and just pop them off. And then just stick you, look at that. Just And then just stick you a couple of these little white little daisies just right there in with the strawberries. And you can put as many as you want. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Ah. All right, so we're gonna stick that right there. Okay, we got that right there. Now, I'm gonna take these little bows. You get a 4-pack of these little glass, these are glass, little glass bows from Dollar Tree. Like I said, you get 4 for $1. Okay, so I'm now gonna take this right here, I'm gonna sit this up top. Okay, so now that I have this little bow right here, and once again, I'm gonna put some more strawberries. Okay, I'm gonna put some of these strawberries into this little glass bow up here. All right, so now I've got some strawberries right in there. And once again, I'm gonna pop off a couple of these little daisies to put in with it. Okay, that looks so cute. Look at all of those little strawberries. See, that's why I put my fresh picked over this way. Okay, so now I've got red strawberries here. Went over to this side and I did more red strawberries. We've got the green and white gingham. Come down here, you got the green and white gingham. So everything just kind of ties in together. Okay, so now we're gonna use this little ladder. Okay, we made this ladder together in the same video where we made the tiered tray and the marshmallow. So if you watch that video, you're gonna see how to make everything. We made rolling pins, the marshmallows, the tiered tray, and this ladder. Everything right here is Dollar Tree. This little light up little garland. See, it lights up. But I turned it into like a little wreath. So we are gonna take the little battery pack. All right, so I'm gonna move back for 1 minute. I'm gonna stick that around to the back for a minute, but that's gonna be hidden. We're gonna do something to the back side, so don't worry about that. Okay, so we have that right there. Now, we're gonna add this little wheelbarrow. This little wheelbarrow is from Dollar General. It was $1. It was in my Dollar General haul. So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put this right here in the front. It may seem like a lot, but okay, I'm gonna stick that there. I'm gonna take this strawberry candy from Dollar Tree. Now, if you cannot find the strawberries, if you cannot make it to Hobby Lobby for the strawberries, use this strawberry candy. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna take this little candy and I'm gonna put it right here in this little wheelbarrow. Okay, so now I've got my little strawberry candies in here. I'm gonna sit that right there. And I'm just gonna take another one of these little bitty daisies from this flower. Okay, but just stick that little flower right there. Look how cute that looks. All right. Now I'm gonna take some of these daisies. These are the daisies from Dollar Tree. I'm just gonna like pop off a little head. I'm gonna stick that greenery right up here, there. And I'm gonna take some of these daisies and kind of mix in with that greenery. Okay, so that looks good. Just gives you a little something right there. I think down here, I'm gonna stick a little daisy. And of course now Bailey chooses to eat. it never fails. All right, so there, maybe put like a strawberry or two over here. Just kind of fill that in. All right, for now, we're gonna go ahead and turn this around to like the back side. Okay, so you're gonna see my back side. If you're not gonna see yours, you don't really have to worry about it. But on mine, okay, so now for my back side, you can either take a white coffee mug from Dollar Tree, or if you found one of these little pitchers. So instead of having this shown, you can just turn it around to the back side. I can take my battery pack from my little wreath in the front and stick it down into the cup. Okay, so I can put that there. Like I said, if you cannot find this, just use you a white coffee mug. Okay. But now I'm gonna take some more of these daisies and I'm gonna put the daisies inside. Okay, so I'm gonna take this little red and white gingham from Dollar Tree. Maybe see what this looks like. Maybe like tie this onto the handle. I love the red and white. It kind of reminds me of like a picnic blanket. Okay. I forgot the battery pack was inside here and I just jerked and knocked everything down. So that's okay. That's me. All right, let me cut that. And then I'm gonna cut this right here at an angle. Okay, now let me put everything back to where it was. Jeez Louise. Okay, look how cute that looks. Just the little daisies and the little red and white gingham. You could do the green and white again, like I said, black and white. Now thought, you could take like a paint pen, like this is Crafter Square black paint pen. You could write sweet on here. The strawberries we cut out in the beginning, you could maybe like Mod Podge or glue those onto here. So that's an option too. So just kind of give it a little bend to kind of shape around your, if you do the coffee mug or if you do this little pitcher. Now even if I did the coffee mug, once again, you could glue the strawberries onto there and look how cute that is. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna try to glue this. I am just going to put a little hot glue onto here and see if this will work for me. Just not a lot, just like a little. Just kind of rubbing it onto here. Just because it's like a cardboard or it's a thick paper. Okay, I'm just gonna place it like right there. And then I'm just gonna push and hold that on there until it dries. Okay, look, and that's glued on there. Look how cute that is. So if you cannot find the card with these strawberries, remember to look for this word search that has the strawberries on it. And word searches are fun and they're great for your mind. All right, so that is looking really cute on the back. Now I think I'm gonna do maybe some strawberries just kind of back here too. Like that. Maybe put one or two over here. Okay, maybe like stick those there. Look how cute. I'm gonna stick me a little daisy up back here. Like I said, on my tier tray, because mine sits right here, you see it all the way around. So that's why I'm just gonna kind of put some stuff here and there. Like that. Any greenery you have, you can pop you in some greenery. Yeah. If you have some greenery, just pop you in some greenery. Any Dollar Tree flowers, if you pop the heads off, you have all of this pretty greenery. You can put some little greenery here and there. Okay, I think this turned out adorable. I love this so much. This has taken me all day long to do because of my head, but I love it and it was so worth it. And I hope that you love it too. So here's the thing. If you, like I said, if you don't have the strawberries or you don't have an option to get to Hobby Lobby or one close to you, use these strawberry candies from Dollar Tree. So like everywhere that I have the strawberries, just put you the little candies and I tell you it'll be so cute. I mean, look at this little wheelbarrow full of this little candy. It's perfect. So anywhere, just pop you a little piece of like little strawberry candy because these are so cute. Everything here is Dollar Tree except for the little wheelbarrow, which is $1 at Dollar General, and then the strawberries. But you have the option of using the candies from Dollar Tree. So, but I love this. Now, let me tell you just one quick little funny thing. So my love for strawberries started when Presley, which is my now 16-year-old daughter, when she was 6 months old, we had her pictures taken in a little strawberry outfit. And okay, I'm gonna show you this picture. And I'll tell you, this is like my love for strawberries started like 16 years ago because look at my little fat strawberry. Look at her. Look at that little strawberry outfit. It was a little sweater and a little matching hat and I love it. And so a lot of people ask me, like when we made this, they asked why I did white seeds instead of black. Well, because my inspiration was this little hat that she's wearing. So that's why I did that. So I love this so much, but on mine, I'm gonna incorporate this little picture stand or this little picture and picture frame, which is also from Dollar Tree. It was these right here. I got this little like light wood color. And they also had black and a white. But I think I'm gonna go with this color. But I'm gonna put this somewhere on this tray. And I may have to kind of like readjust a few things. But yeah, so 16 years ago is like when I fell in love with strawberry decor. But okay, so that is it. This weekend is Mother's Day. I want to wish you a very happy Mother's Day. Enjoy the day, relax, take care of yourself. Let the kids wait on you. You know, we wait on them constantly. Let them wait on you. Yeah, so we will go to the cemetery this weekend to visit my mom. Anyways, we will go and visit my mom at the cemetery this weekend. But yeah, I just want to wish you a very happy Mother's Day. But just let me know what you think, and then let me know what is your favorite part. But I mean, I love it all. And like I said, there's so many different options that you could do. Like I said, you can do the coffee mug instead of a little pitcher. Any of these little frames, these little box like shadow frames from Dollar Tree, you do that. You could do scrapbook paper in here. You could do some scrapbook paper in here. You could do construction paper and then just write, you know, farm fresh or strawberries 25 cents. You can kind of put whatever in there. You can also like go online and type in like free strawberry printables and then like kind of see what you like and then just print them out and then put it in here. Okay, so that's it. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Like I said, a happy Mother's Day. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.